Green VI coordinated with local sustainability leaders, the Ministry of Education and Culture, the King Garden Bay community, parents and staff of the Ivan Dawson Primary School, and Fusion Storm volunteers to green the Ivan Dawson Primary School as part of a 2014 Earth Day project. Most of the activities, which took place on April 29th, gave the school a much-needed facelift. Sean Rose has more.
On March 7th, Calvert Charleswell conducted an energy and water audit at the Ivan Dawson Primary, and based on recommendations, teams began to retrofit the school on April 29 with LED lights sponsored by the Fusion Storm team. Like many other schools and businesses in the BVI, high levels of mold developed in the Ivan Dawson Primary School building, sparking concerns about the impact of the mold on the health of students and staff. The Ministry of Education began addressing the problem by fixing leaks, and Green VI, with the assistance of local company BioSafe, conducted a mold removal exercise at the school. The interior of the school was later repainted using Benjamin Moore EcoSpec W Silver, an environmentally safe paint containing silver to hinder the regrowth of mold. Children at the Ivan Dawson Primary School also took part in the environmental education activities, including outdoor games and a film festival, and they were also involved in the cleanup and repainting exercise. The greening of Ivan Dawson Primary also seeks to reduce unnecessary waste produced by the school that would otherwise be taken to the Pockwood Pond waste plant. A recycling station and a composting system are on the cards, and used tires were used to upgrade the current unsafe playground area. 100 volunteers took part in the initiative, spearheaded by Charlotte McDevitt, Executive Director at Green VI.
The volunteers have brought with them manpower as well as some funding. We've demolded the school because there was a mold problem here. So we repainted the interior with eco-friendly paint that has got silver in it that inhibits the mold growing back. In the library, the mold count was over 5,000 and it should be less than, I think it's 100. So we brought it all the way down and then we painted it. So we're going to check it every 21 days just to see if the mold is staying away. We're putting in a food and vegetable garden out back. We are the concept of trash to treasure. So instead of importing an expensive playground, we're using what we have on island, and in this case, old tires. So we've made some tire swings for the children. Those swings have been like that for almost 4 years, where the kids have had just pieces of, metal hanging. So now they have swings. We're also building a tire climbing frame out back for them. We are building furniture at the back as well, some benches around a tree and some furniture for their library out of pallets. So again, instead of importing stuff, we're using what we have here.
According to President and CEO of Fusion Storm, Dan Sorprico, the exclusive BVI trip is an incentive package for the top performers in sales, engineering and finance in Fusion Storm. He says giving back to the community is part of his company's culture.
The trip is fantastic. We've been doing this for 12 or 13 years, and it's something that our top sales guys put on their set as a goal for themselves to try to make. There's 350 people in the company, and there's only 50 people here, so it's kind of an exclusive trip. We, as a company, feel as though it's very part of our culture to give back. And, we're a very competitive group, highly success-oriented, but the opportunity to take a day out and give back. I mean, look at all these people. Look at what a great time they're having. They're working with one another. It's just terrific.
This is also Dan's maiden trip to BVI. Speaking to the Beacons and Gover gang, he shared his first impressions of nature's little secrets.
It's just been terrific, and a lot of our people have been said that this is their best trip ever. I think that we went to the beach, we went to Foxy's, we went into town. It's just, everything. The weather's been fantastic. It's just been terrific. And the people have been, the natives here, fantastic. Just friendly, welcoming, wonderful trip.
The initiative also seeks to reduce the school's energy bill by 40%, and Green VI hopes to raise enough funds to have solar energy panels placed on the school as part of a pilot project for grid tie, where the energy can be fed back into the grid. Helen Penn is principal at Ivan Dawson Primary. She welcomed the refurbishment and energy-saving measures.
We really don't know how much the Department of Education is paying at present for light bill. But we believe after today, there'll be a drastic change. We would like to thank Green VI and Fusion Storm for coming to help us out.
Clearwater also contributed reusable water bottles with the school logo for Ivan Dawson primary students, and there are plans to improve the supply of safe drinking water for the children at the school while reducing water wastage. It is hoped that a draft environmental education strategy will be one of the long-term outcomes of this project, and Green VI hopes that the project will become a model for BVI schools to be greener, cleaner, and healthier, in addition to lowering operational cost. McDavid says the greening program has an even broader objective.
As Green VI, we're working on a watershed management plan for Cane Garden Bay. So we're greening, we want to look at the erosion measures, look at the sewage, look at all the things that are impacting the reef, and it's obviously what us humans are doing here. So we wanted to green this school, and including changing their cleaning agents to eco-friendly cleaning agents, because everything ends up in the sea, and the reef here is dead now because of the actions on the land.
The greening project was sponsored by Fusion Storm, and they have offered to continue their relationship with the school. Other sponsors were Clearwater, Anise Consulting Limited, New Life Baptist Church, New Testament Church of God, Ocean Conversion, National Parks Trust, and the Department of Agriculture, Rightway, and the school's PTA. The transformation project will continue and would involve painting the exterior walls with zero volatile organic compound paint once permission is received from the Ministry of Education. Additionally, a landscape plan for the school is being approved by the Ivan Dawson PTA, and the BVI National Parks Trust and the Agricultural Department would supply plans and technical assistance. GTV News, Sean Rose.